He's one of the most amazing voices in country music, and he is bringing his 26th annual Christmas tour to the Imperial Theater on Sunday, December 18th. It's always great to have him back in the Aiken, Augusta area, too. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only John Barry. How are you, sir?
I'm doing terrific. How about yourself?
Oh, great, man. Great. Thanks for cutting some time in your tour schedule for us. It's so wonderful to have you back on the CSRA. Not a lot of people may realize this, but you're actually from our area, right?
Yeah, Aiken, South Carolina is my hometown. Still got a lot of family living in Aiken, and we kind of grew up in the same area, you and I, right there at Carlson Park, out on US 1.
I was on Alfred Street. I don't know what street you were on, but yeah, same park as well.
Yeah.
Take us back to the beginning here, John, if you can. You're discovering the world of music. How did this pathway of performing begin for you?
But it all really started because my mom and dad were so musical. My mom had just a lovely voice, and my dad had a great appreciation for beautiful music, and he loved to listen to Van Cliburn play the piano. And we always had all kinds of great music around our house. My sister Susan, of course, she had a lovely voice, and she loved, like a lot of teenagers, a lot of the pop music of the day. And my brother Scott ended up being a cellist and an opera singer, of all things.
Really,
and, he went opera, and I went Opry. So
it's really a family affair on this. You've had so many songs that hits over the years. We go back to 2002. You created your own label, Clear Sky Records. You released both country and Christian albums. What made you feel that it was time to take matters into your own hands back then and have your own label?
Well, actually, I started my own label originally back in 1979. My first album came out, Humble Beginnings, which I hope none of your viewers will ever have to listen to. And over the years, I did 6 independent albums between 1979 and 1990. I did 6 independents, and then I signed with Capitol Records, and was with Capitol for a number of 3 albums or so, maybe 4. And then I went to Lyric Street for a record, and then Arc 21 Records out of LA for a couple of records, and then just decided to do it on my own again after that. So I've been making records a long time. I've got about 49 albums I've done over the years.
Wow.
And so lots of music.
And you've continued to tour all over these years. I want to acknowledge what a huge and devoted fan base you have. Such dedication these people have for you. How does that make you feel?
It's pretty incredible that folks have enjoyed my music so much. And we do have a great group of folks that come to see us year after year, especially on our Christmas tour. This being our 26th year doing the tour. And we have families. We have folks who've been coming since they were engaged couples. We've had folks that have gotten engaged at our shows, and now they're coming with their families. And I mean, it's pretty incredible. We have one family in in Macon, Georgia. We play the Grand Opera House there every year. It's the only theater that we've played every single year of the tour. And we have one family that's been coming since the husband and wife and their 2 little girls. 2 little girls were 4 and 6 when they started coming. And they have books, and each one has a notebook of pictures that we've taken together every year since then. And it's just precious and sweet people, and looking forward to seeing them again this year.
See, that type of fan base, truly a family affair. And I know they were thinking of you back in 2019. You thought 2020 was a bad year with COVID. In 2019, you were diagnosed with tonsil cancer, followed by chemo and radiation treatments. Now, for a singer, this is a potentially devastating situation. How did your faith keep your head up during this time to what ended up being, fortunately, an absolute recovery?
Yeah, I have to tell you, to be straight up and honest with you, I was in a really bad place going through the treatments. At first, it wasn't so bad, but then the chemotherapy really started kicking in. And whatever the chemotherapy didn't take, the radiation took. And I was in a place that I should not have been, because being a follower of Christ, I should have not tried to find my joy in my circumstances, because everybody's got tough circumstances. Somebody's lost their job, somebody's lost their car, somebody's got a child that's completely out of control, somebody's facing divorce, somebody's found out they got cancer. And so circumstances, we can't find joy and happiness in that. And I was just looking at the wrong place, and God was really taught me through that whole thing to trust and follow Him and know that He's going to take care of things, which He has. And the great old hymn that we all sing in church over the years, that classic hymn, Great Is Thy Faithfulness, is really held true with me, as God has been faithful to restore my voice and continue to let me sing. And I'm so appreciative. And with that appreciation, we went in and recorded a new album called Find My Joy, which is a collection of 6 old classic hymns that anybody who grew up going to church will know these songs. And some of them, even if you didn't go to church, you're going to know them because they're just so well known. And then 4 new songs of faith, including the title track, Find My Joy.
And you just realized that earlier this year, you're currently in the middle of your 26th Christmas tour. And I got to say, your take on Oh Holy Night brings chills of joy to so many. I can tell you, you bring my wife to tears every time she hears you when you play at the Imperial. What's next for John Berry?
Well, we'll get through this tour, and we're gonna have a great holiday season. My wife Robin and I have 3 children that are now all grown, and are all 3 married, and 2 of them each have little ones. One's 2.5 and one's 8 months old, and everybody's going to be home for Christmas this year. So it'll be the first time in a long time we've all been together. So we're going to enjoy the holidays, and then after we get through the holidays into next year, we've got some solo acoustic touring I'm going to be doing in February and March, as well as some band dates as well. And then we're doing some church dates around the album Find My Joy, centered around the Easter holiday and the Easter celebration, and doing a number of churches with that. So we're looking forward to sharing that music. So.
All right, the album Find My Joy is available, and of course the big show is this Sunday night at the Imperial Theater. Some tickets still available. Get them now while you can. That show is going to be amazing, I can tell you from firsthand experience. One and only John Berry, thanks for joining us and spending some time with us during your tour, sir.
It's certainly good to be with you, and I'm looking forward to being in Augusta. If any of your viewers have not come to a show at the Imperial Theater, you're missing out. That place is full of, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's Vibeville, man. I'm telling you, it's a great, great room to play.
You got to see it and feel it to understand it. Absolutely. That's John, great to see you. Have a happy holiday, and we'll see you Sunday.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.